the most important part of the day. Let's go upstairs to my sewing room, well, my sewing area, and I'll show you what I'm up to today. So now I'm up at my desk, and this is how I left it yesterday, although I have tidied it up a bit because it is our bedroom. We had some clothing and things on the desk that kind of ends up on top. So I've removed all that, and this is where I was at yesterday. I was just trying to take some really nice photos of the grandmother's flower garden cushion sample that I've made, along with the supplies that you'll need. And then I was really happy with my photo and I realized I'd used the wrong fabric. It wasn't the fabric that I'd used in the center here that annoyed me, so I'm going to have to do it all again. So that's what I'm about to do now. So if I go to my photos now, I've got one that I quite like. I'm just going to try some without the grandmother's flower garden patch in the background because it does make it a little bit busy. So that might be a better photo to explain what supplies you need. What do you think? It's a little bit easier to see, although that one was a little bit more creative, so I might use both. So you'll see those photos maybe on my Instagram, my Facebook, on my website, and maybe even in the YouTube video. So this can take me quite some time to get it right, and I'm not really the best at it. It really just involves a lot of playing and moving things around, and like I said, I am fussy, but I know I'm not the best at it, so sometimes I've just got to let it go and just be happy with the photo that I've got. So with the cushion, first of all, when I joined the hexagons, the hexies, I used Oracle thread, and what I found was it does break very easily. I think it broke about 4 times on me, so I did a bit of research, and everyone's using this wonderful Invisible thread. Now what it is a very, very fine thread. It's almost silky. It's a polyester and it's much stronger, and it also means that hopefully you won't see the stitches when we join it. That's new to me because the last time I did English paper piecing was when I was 18, and that's quite some time ago, so I've only just managed to get that. It took me a wee while to get a hold of this. So now I've got it, I'm hoping that it works much better than the original thread that I was using, which was 100% cotton. Then I ordered a sample cushion. Now, let me just find it for you. So, I wasn't sure if the cushion, sorry, I think that in America you call it a pillow. In New Zealand, Australia, I think in England, I don't know about Canada, we would call this a cushion. So a cushion is sort of more decorative, but I believe you call it a pillow. I'm going to keep referring to it as a cushion because that's just what I'm used to. I wasn't sure if we needed an 18 inch or a 20 inch, so I ordered both, and then I just took my sample and held it over. I've made this 22 inches, so there's plenty of room. But I think 18 inch is going to be perfect. And if I'm completely honest with you, I was hoping that the 18 inch would work because I was quite shocked at the price of them. And it is about $5 cheaper to get a 2-pack of the 18 inch cushion inserts. But there you go, I'm always trying to do it as cheap as possible. Not just for me, but for you too. So I think that's looking really good. Now, again, I was hoping to finish my sample, and I've been tossing up whether we should just have an opening at the back or a zip, and of course a zip always is nicer. So now I need to get a zip, and of course I don't have a zip. Today there's no way I have time to do that. Tomorrow we're driving to North Carolina to drop our son off at college, which means there's no way I'm going to get a zip until Monday. So that does hold me up, but don't worry, we are going to be doing this tutorial next Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'll get hold of that zip and I'll make a sample, and then I'm going to show you exactly how to make it. So I've had a really busy summer, and I thought it would be fun to share with you some of the highlights. And the biggest highlight was that my son Corral graduated high school in North Carolina. We are all just so proud of him, and now he's going on to college with a soccer scholarship. Then it was my daughter Bella's 16th birthday, and she wanted to go to Florida with her best friend as her birthday present. So we did that for a week, which was absolutely amazing. Then we went on a family vacation. We flew into Las Vegas. We went to the Hoover Dam. We drove along Route 66, which was so much fun. We went to the Grand Canyon, which was on my bucket list, and I'm just so glad that we did that. We stayed one night in Monument Valley. And Niels and I got up really early so we could see Forrest Gump Point at sunrise. Then we were going to go to Antelope Canyon, but unfortunately there was a flash flood, so we couldn't do that. But we did get to see the Horseshoe Bend, which was also just absolutely amazing. And we finished off with a few relaxing days in Las Vegas. And while I was in Las Vegas, I popped into the So Yeah quilting shop. And I do have more to show you on this, but here are some of the bloopers that I thought would be really fun to share with you. Everybody's okay?
Get my good side. There we go.
You're good to go.
Hey guys, it's Stacey. Thanks for joining me on my channel, and today I popped into the So Yeah quilting shop in Las Vegas in their new store on South
Rainbow. Sorry, do it again.
South Rainbow. Hey guys, it's Stacey here. Thanks for
It's alright, do it.
Hey guys, it's Stacey here. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. Okay.
You get this.
Who's talking to me? Hey guys, it's Stacey and I'm at the So You Quilting shop with Brody. We're going to take a look.
Sorry.
Hey, it's Stacey and we're at the So You Quilting shop and I've got Brody here and he's going to show us around.
Come on guys, let's do it.
Hey, it's Stacey. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm in Las Vegas, so I decided to pop into the So Yeah Quilting shop, and I'm in their brand new store on South Rainbow Boulevard. And I've got Brody here.
Hi.
Who's going to show us around the shop.
Great. Well, thanks for having me. We're here again in Las Vegas, and as you can see behind us, this is our new store. We just barely opened it, and we're gonna give you a quick little tour. So come on. I'll tell you what.
So I'm crushing on this machine. I have to confess, I am crushing on this machine.
Yeah.
And it got my attention because actually it's made in Japan.
Yep.
And in my opinion, anything that's made in Japan is usually first class quality. And it's all metal. Is that correct?
It's all what?
Metal.
Oh, metal. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Like, what is that? Yeah, metal. Yeah.
Sorry.
It was funny when you said brother machines too. I was gonna say here we call those brothers, not brothers. So, yeah, so it's all metal.
It was so much fun meeting Brody at the So You Quilting shop. And then finally we had Niels' parents come and visit us for 9 days. We hadn't seen them for 3 years and they were also here for our youngest son Jacques' 14th birthday, which was really nice. Alright, back to my day. So I placed an order with Fat Quarter Shop and I thought you might want to have a look inside and see what I ordered. You might also remember I now have an affiliate link with Fat Quarter Shop. I'll put the link in the description below. And all it means is if you do want to buy something from their shop, please do click through from my link because then I will get 6% of the total sale. So it's of no cost to you, but it just means I get 6%, which helps me buy things like fabric for all my projects. Anyway, let's have a look inside my little package I've got here. I've been dying to open it up, but I wanted to do it with you because it's kind of fun. Alrighty-ho. So they've given me some complimentary paper, just joking, my invoice. Now I did order this nice Aurifil thread. It's nice and thick and it's wooden and I actually just bought that to use in photographs. So that's just for photographs to make things look pretty. And I've got some fabric here. I'll go through that in a minute. But you guys, look what I've got. If you've been watching my live videos, it's a bit of a joke that Niels was getting a rotary cutting mat for his birthday and I finally decided to bite the bullet and get the 10-inch diameter rotating mat by Sue Daly. Now, I got it from the Fat Quarter Shop because it was actually the cheapest place to buy it. Now, you do have to pay $5 for shipping, but it still worked out cheaper, so I decided to purchase it from them and then get some fabric as well. So let's have a look. There we go. So pretty, I love it. I decided to get this size because I think the bigger one is too big and I probably in the future will invest in a larger one, but I think this one's perfect just for now to just do those smaller pieces. And of course I'll give it a go and give you all a review and let you know if I'm happy with it. Now it used to come with a little glue. That's interesting. So the one that I bought on Amazon actually came with a glue. It looks like they've decided not to do that anymore, so we don't get a glue stick. So there you go. You do get a glue stick with the one that, well, with the one I purchased on Amazon, so just check that out if that's something you were also after. Now it looks like all you're getting is the rotating cutting mat. But anyway, I'm happy with that. I don't know, let me know if you think I should wrap it up before I give it to Niels. And then I've got some beautiful fabric. So I don't have a lot of fabric. I mean, I do have a lot of fabric, but really I don't. So I'm just trying to just slowly collect some fabric so I've got them all ready for my projects. And I was after some low volume fabrics, so some creams and lights, kind of blenders. I really loved that one. I thought I could do something with that maybe for my daughter. My daughter loves mushrooms at the moment. I just loved this daisy fabric. And then again, we've just got a light cream fabric that's perfect as a low volume blender. Another low volume blender, and this is one of my favorite fabrics. I find that it just works really well on all my projects. So what I've done is I've just purchased half a yard of all the fabrics that I really liked. And I mean, they're all from completely different ranges, but you can see these colors here. They would actually work perfectly for a quilt because they're just my colors that all work really well together. So I've got 3 lighter colors, which are perfect just to sort of go in, because you know you can't always use these really bright loud fabrics. You do need to have some of these more neutral fabrics to make these ones stand out more. But anyway, there we go. I bought them. If I don't know what I'm going to do with them, I always just grab half a yard. Unless I'm in like a quilting shop, sometimes I will grab a fat quarter. But I am happy with those. I love it how they already all go together. But, oh, we've got one more piece of fabric, and that's more lining for my bag. So I'm going to make one for Bella and maybe another one maybe for me or maybe as a gift. So I just got some more lining fabric because I really loved my summer tote bag. And I'll put a link below if you haven't seen that video. I think it's a really neat handy bag. So anyway, there you have it. That was what was in my fat quarter shop box. I don't really buy a lot of things, but when I do, I just do like to stock up on a half a yard of fabric, and then I'm going to put them on my little display that you've seen, which is always behind me in my intros and outros. So like I said, my son's off to college tomorrow, and I need to sew his name into some of his items like his towels. And I know that no one wants to steal his towels. But I keep explaining to my son, it's not about people trying to steal things, it's about just knowing whose is whose. You know, all these boys are in a dorm and things just end up in piles, and it's just really helpful to have his name on things. So I'm just going to set this all aside and sew labels in some of his items that I can imagine thrown in piles around the dorm. So I had these woven labels just with our last name made, gosh, several years ago, because when you've got 3 kids, it's just way too expensive to have personalized labels. Plus our name is so unique. Anyone who sees that last name will know it belongs to our family. So I'll just take one out. Well, I've got him a nice fresh towel here. Now, where shall I put it? So I'll put it down the bottom because I think that's where people always look for labels. So I'll just find the center. Lost that first label, I'll grab another one and just decide where I'm going to put it. one thing labelled and I've got a lot to go. For things like underwear, I do label them, but I've got a cricket, so I just make really discreet little K's because my son's name is Corral and his first initial is K. So I just put a really little discreet K in all of his clothing because, like I said, it's not about people trying to steal things. It's about trying to identify that, yes, that is my item. So that's going to be me probably for a good few hours, labeling all my son's clothing before we head off to college tomorrow. Now I've left it really late, but like I said, we've had a really busy summer and I'm just glad that I'm finally getting to it. So there we have it. I've just finished my second towel. Thank you so much for joining me for my first ever vlog. I hope you liked it. Please leave a comment and let me know if you did like it or if there's anything else you'd like to see behind the scenes and if you'd like me to keep doing videos like this. Now we've recorded the whole thing. Niels has told me I had fluff on my shoulder. I've always got thread all over myself, and then when we started recording with the towels, I've got even more fluff on myself. So please excuse me, this is meant to just be a realistic behind the scenes. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for watching my videos. If you're enjoying them, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment.